housekeeping things before we begin. Number one, today is the 27th of June. June has 30 days, but I'm not here on Thursday. So I'm here today and tomorrow. I know that's weird, but it is an extended streaming week for me. And then I'm also here Friday. Those are the last 3 days of June. If you would like to help out DSP Gaming and or, my content in general, these would be the final few days for you to contribute in some way, whether it be via a super chat or a super sticker or a membership or a gifted membership. Those would all help. The reason I bring those particular methods up is because this is month end for me, and what happens is anything that I get on the YouTube end, support-wise, by the end of the month, will count towards the next month's paycheck for me. So if you were thinking, I want to renew my membership, or, maybe I wanted to help out the channel and drop some gifted memberships to the community, right, which is a great thing to do. You help out your fellow viewer. These would be the last few days to do it to have it count for this month. Now, I know that we have a big marathon coming up on Sunday. And hey, if you want, maybe there's some people waiting and they're like, maybe on Sunday I'd like to do it. That's fine. I mean, there's no problem with that. But that's going to make me wait another month to see any positive impact. This month, as you know, we started off very strong and got a bunch of gifted memberships for the beginning for all the launch of the new games and everything. And then we dipped because all those gifted memberships expired over the course of the last week. We went from like 800 some members all the way down to 529. And that takes a big impact on the channel. I was actually looking at the channel's revenue for the month. I was like, woof. Well, it's a big dip from last month. But I mean, that's because last month we had such great positivity with all the gifted stuff, right? So it is what it is. This is the nature of the beast, as they say. You get times when things are up and times when things are down like this. And I'm not sitting here freaking out about it at all in any way. I'm just saying, if you were thinking of maybe contributing, next few days would be a good time to do it, because that would help out for the next month's essential earnings, okay? Not to say that we're not going to have a good month in July. I feel like we are, because in July we have 2 special streaming marathon events. One that's summertime event and one that's more of like a react event that's themed towards machinima. We'll talk about that in a little bit. So I think that overall, with the playthroughs I'm doing with those 2 events, and likely with new games starting up probably in late July, I think we're going to be good. I'm not worried about it. I think we have a good summer, lined up. We actually have games that I skipped, like Amnesia the Bunker and stuff like that, that we could certainly go back to and play once we start wrapping up the current playthroughs that I'm playing. If anything, I do feel like right now, one of the reasons why we are seeing a little bit of stagnation with viewership, etc., is because I'm playing 3 lengthy RPGs, which I honestly didn't want to do, but everyone kind of demanded I do. They all came out within a month. Zelda, Diablo, Final Fantasy. I knew having this many RPGs in the rotation, people were going to be like, nah, I wish if it was playing something different. Now, luckily for me, I am playing Street Fighter 6, but what I'm seeing is actually more demand for Street Fighter 6, and everyone's like, just keep playing that. I'm like, well, I can't just play it nonstop. I got to mix it up and do other stuff, but now I find myself wrapped up in 3 RPG playthroughs, And I knew this was going to happen. I said it up front a month ago. I said it. But everyone kept demanding you should still play the games anyway. And I'm like, well, it is what it is, right? So I'm doing my best to juggle them all. I hope I am doing a good job of juggling all these games. You can't please everyone all the time. For example, the Zelda fans yelling at me saying that I did it all wrong. I should have focused on Zelda for several weeks and wrapped it up within like 2 to 3 weeks of the game coming out, even though that would have meant that I would have foregone all the other playthroughs I was playing and never played Street Fighter 6. Geez, what a dumb move on my part that I didn't do that, right? Like, what a boneheaded maneuver on my part that I didn't just drop every other game to beat Zelda in 3 weeks. I mean, I'm such an idiot. But this is what I mean. Like, really, when you are a variety content creator like I am, and you make a variety of game playthroughs, you're dependent on what comes out. If 3 RPGs come out in a month, you're kind of screwed. Because either you play certain ones, and then people complain you didn't play the others, or you play them all, and people complain you're not playing enough of each one, or you play none of them, and people complain, what's wrong with you? Do you hate RPGs? Right? So it's like, damn, you're damned if you do, and you're damned if you don't. There's not much you can do. I'll do my absolute best to get through these games. Right now, the one we're the closest to finishing is Zelda, where we have one major dungeon, and then another major dungeon, and then the finale. So within maybe a week to a week and a half, I'm hoping we can maybe wrap up the Zelda Tears of the Kingdom playthrough, and that would give more time for other styles of playthrough. Like perhaps, like I said, we can maybe play a little bit more of the World Tour mode of Street Fighter 6, which we've only played for 3 hours and never touched it again. Or maybe we could, the hell? I'm trying to, what in the holy hell is going on? My stupid email glitched out here. I was trying to update it. What the fuck just happened? What the? My email had a major glitch. That's funny. Here we go. Yeah, it completely glitched out. I was trying to delete spam emails, and it said that I clicked on one of them, and it went to an ad. I'm like, what? I was deleting spam emails coming in. I didn't click on any fucking ads. This stupid thing. Anyway. No. But anyway, what I was saying is, once we beat Zelda, that should free up at least one of our gameplay streams to do something different. Whether it be that we play Amnesia the Bunker, or maybe we play some of the World Tour mode of Street Fighter 6, which people have wanted me to do, and I just don't have time to do it. You know, we can figure that out. So I guess we'll see as we move forward. It really depends on how long it takes me to beat Zelda, which likely would be another 1 to 2 weeks. Let's be honest. I'm only playing it 2-3 times a week at 2-hour intervals, and the game's insanely lengthy, so it's probably still going to take me probably until like mid-July to wrap up the playthrough. But I hope you guys, you know, hope you understand. I'm doing my best, right? I really am doing my best here to maintain and to juggle and everything. And you know, you get when every game is an insanely 60 to 80 long hour RPG, there's not, you know, I can't turbo through the game. Then I get complaints, oh, you rushed. So then why did I play it to begin with? You know, it's like, oh my God. Anyway, so before we do a schedule update, what I'd like to do is give you an update on both games that I played yesterday.